Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 2, compound interest. In your previous class you must have learned about simple interest and its related term. So first exercise is based on simple interest only. We will find out compound interest with the help of simple interest. So first we will discuss its related term and then we will start problems. So first term is principal. Principal means the borrowed money or lent out money or the deposit money in any bank. Second thing is interest. Interest means the additional money which we will get by bank, or if you have borrowed the money, the additional money you have to pay. And third thing is the rate of interest. Rate of interest means for 100 rupees how much is the additional money we have to pay or we are getting by the bank. That we will call the rate of interest. And fourth term is time, means for which money you are borrowing or you are depositing in bank. That time duration we will call time. So normally P, principal we will denote by P, interest we will denote by simple interest. If we are calculating simple interest, then as simple interest. If we are calculating compound interest, then we will denote it by CI. Rate of interest we will denote by capital R, and time period we will denote by T. Always remember, time should be in year, interest and principal money will be in rupees, rate of interest will be in percentage. We have formula to find out simple interest, that is P into T into R by 100. And to find out amount is equal to the principal money which we have deposited and the interest whatever we are getting on that money, that will be equal to amount. And to find out the compound interest is equal to final amount minus initial principal. Next is compound interest. In compound interest, principal will change every year, but in simple interest, principal will remain same. Suppose you have deposited some money for 2 years, so principal will be same for 2 years, but in compound interest it will change. After 1 year, whatever the amount, that will become principal for the second year. This is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Next thing you will learn here, compounded yearly, compounded half yearly or compounded quarterly. Yearly means in a year one time only we will get interest. Half yearly means after half year, means after 6 months we will get interest. Then again after next 6 months we will get interest. It means in a year 2 times we will get interest. And quarterly means in a year 4 times we will get, means after 3 months, after every 3 months we will get interest here. Now we will start problems based on this exercise 2.1, question number 1. Find amount and compound interest on rupees 8,000 at 5% per annum for 2 years. So per annum means in a year one time we are getting here interest. So with the help of simple interest we will do this question. First we will calculate for the first year and for the second year. So here 2 year time is there, it means we have to do calculation 2 times. So first for first year, and then we will calculate for the second year. For first year, principal money is 8,000 rupees, it is given in question. Rate of interest is a 5% per annum. Then time we will take 1 year, because we are calculating for first year, and then here second year, that second year we will calculate here. Now simple interest for first year is equal to P into T into R by 100. 8,000 multiplied by 1 into 5 divided by 100. So 2 zeros we can cancel here. So simple interest for first year is equal to 400 rupees. So amount by the end of first year will be principal money plus simple interest for the first year, means 8,000 plus 400, which is equal to 8,400. Now this 8,400 amount by the end of first year will become principal for the second year. For second year, principal is 8,400, time is 1 year. 1 year we have calculated here, second year we will take here. And rate of interest is same for both the years, so 5% per annum. Now we'll calculate simple interest for the second year, which is equal to, same formula we will use, P into T into R by 100. So 8,400 into 1 into 5 divided by 100. So 2 zeros we will cancel out here, and after multiplication we will get 420 rupees. So amount by the end of second year is principal money 8,400, because this is the principal for the second year, and interest for the second year means 8,820 rupees is the amount by the end of second year. Now we have to find out the compound interest. Compound interest means final amount minus initial principal. So final amount we got here 8,820 rupees, from which we have to subtract initial principal, means this starting one principal 8,000. So after subtraction we will get 820 rupees. You can calculate compound interest by adding these two simple interest also, first year simple interest and second year simple interest. 400 plus 420, in that case also answer will come same. Next question number 2. A man invests 46,875 at 4% per annum compound interest for 3 years. Calculate the interest for the first year, the amount standing to his credit at the end of second year, and the interest for the third year. So here 3 years are given, it means 3 times we have to do the calculation. First, for first year we will do. For first year, principal money is 46,875 rupees, and rate of interest is 4% per annum, and time is 1 year. Always we have to take time 1 year if we are doing with the help of simple interest. So the simple interest for the first year is P into T into R by 100. 46,875 into 1 into 4 divided by 100. So from 4 you can cancel 25 times, then with 5 you can cancel 5 5 ja, and 5 9 ja, 3 ja, 7 and 5 times. Again 5 1 ja you can cancel, and 5 1 8 7 and 5 times. So simple interest for the first year is 1,875 rupees. So amount by the end of first year will be principal plus simple interest. Principal money is here 46,875 rupees, and 1,875 we are getting interest. So after adding this we will get 48,750 rupees. Now this 48,750 rupees will become principal for the second year. We'll do calculation for the second year. Principal money is 48,750 rupees. Rate of interest is 4%, and time is 1 year. So simple interest for second year will be 48,750 into 1 into 4 divided by 100. So 1 0 we can cancel, 2 2 ja, 2 5 ja, and from 5 we can cancel 5 9 7 and 5. After multiplication we will get 1,950 rupees. So amount by the end of second year will be principal at the starting of second year plus the simple interest for that year. So we will get here 50,700 rupees. Now this 50,700 rupees will become principal for third year. So for third year, principal money is 50,700 rupees. Rate of interest is same 4% per annum, and time is for 1 year. So simple interest for the third year is 50,700 into 1 into 4 divided by 100. So now these two zeros we can cancel directly, and after multiplication we will get 2028 rupees. So in question they have asked us three questions. First one, interest for the first year. So interest for the first year is this one, 1,875 rupees. Second part was the amount standing to his credit at the end of second year. By the end of second year, how much is the amount? 50,700 rupees. Amount by the end of second year is 50,700 rupees. And third part is the interest for the third year. So third year interest is 2,028 rupees. Next question number 3, calculate the compound interest for the second year on 8,000 rupees invested for 3 years at 10% per annum. Also find the sum due at the end of third year. So this amount is invested for 3 years, means we have to do calculation 3 times. So first, for first year, principal money is 8,000 rupees. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. Time we will take 1 year. Now we will calculate simple interest for the first year. P into T into R by 100. Substitute the values. 8,000 into 1 into 10 divided by 100. So two zeros we can cancel. So in simple interest we will get here 800 rupees. Amount by the end of first year will be 8,000 plus 800, which is equal to 8,800 rupees. This amount by the end of first year will become principal for the second year. Time is 1 year and rate of interest is 10% per annum. Substitute values again in formula. Calculate simple interest for the second year. 8,800 multiplied by 1 into 10 divided by 100. Cancel out zeros by the end and we'll get 880 rupees. So amount by the end of second year will be 8,800 plus 880 rupees, which we will get equal to 9,680 rupees. Now this 9,680 rupees will become principal for third year. Time again 1 year and rate of interest is 10% per annum. So simple interest for third year is 9,680 into 1 into 10 divided by 100. So zeros we can cancel and we'll get 968 rupees simple interest for the third year. So amount by the end of third year will be 9,680 plus 968 rupees, which is equal to 10,648 rupees. So in question they have asked us calculate the compound interest for the second year. So first thing is compound interest for second year, which is equal to 880 rupees. So compound interest for second year 880 rupees. They ask here compound interest only for the second year. So we will not add first year interest here, only second year how much they will get, that only we have to write. Then next also find the sum due at the end of third year. By the end of third year how much amount is due? 10,680 rupees. So by the end of third year amount due is 10,648 rupees. Next question number 4, Ramesh invested 12,800 rupees for 3 years at the rate of 10% per annum compound interest. Find sum due for Ramesh at the end of first year, interest he earned for the second year and total amount due to him at the end of third year. So for 3 years he has deposited his money. So 3 times we have to do calculation, 1 year here, 1 year here and 1 year here. For first year, principal money will be 12,800 rupees. Rate of interest is same for all the 3 years. So for first year, we will calculate simple interest first. 12,800 into 1 into 10 divided by 100. Zeros we can cancel out, and simple interest for first year we will get 1,280 rupees. So amount by the end of first year will be 12,800 plus 1,280 rupees is equal to 14,080 rupees. This 14,080 rupees will become principal for the second year, and similarly we'll calculate simple interest for the second year also. Two zeros we can cancel out. So simple interest for second year is 1,408 rupees. Amount by the end of second year will be 14,080 rupees plus 1,408 rupees, which is equal to 15,488 rupees. This will become principal for the third year. Calculate simple interest for the third year. 15,488 into 1 into 10 divided by 100. So 1 0 we can cancel, and when we will divide with 10, one decimal we will get from the right side. So simple interest will be 1,548 rupees 80 paise. Because we are dealing with money, so represent up to 2 decimal place. So amount by the end of third year will be 15,488 rupees plus 1,548 80 paise. After addition we will get 17,036 rupees 80 paise. Now three parts they have asked us in this question. First one is sum due for Ramesh at the end of first year. So at the end of first year, how much is the sum due? 14,080 rupees. Second part, interest he earned for the second year. Second year, how much interest he has earned? 1,408 rupees. So second year interest is 1,408 rupees. Third part, total amount due to him at the end of 3 years. So by the end of 3 years, total amount is this one, 17,036 rupees 80 paise. So in this video we will do till here. Remaining questions we will continue in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.